Let's show them a clip here, Johnny. Public Enemies opens July 1st, and what are we going to see?
I don't know.
Science, flatline. You fooled us for the last time. Flatline, flatline. There's no superior bloodline.
Warte, Alter, was soll das denn?
Wieso?
Du nimmst den ganzen Käse.
Der klebt aber am Chip.
Ja, weil du den Nukleus hast.
Was?
I think I'm joking. I am not joking. If someone's a flat earther or they tell me.
And if something's not a sphere, it's a little bit flattened, you can ask what flattened it, and you find out, oh, it's rotating real fast.
Right.
So then it gets a little flattened because of that.
Wenn man einen Haufen Nachos hat, gibt es immer einen Hauptchip, der alles zusammenhält. Den Nukleus. Der wird aber nicht gegessen, der wird umrundet. Der Kern wird geehrt.
Once you go flat, there's no going back. The plan of attack, stick to the facts. The whole thing will fall when we give up the ball and prove that the earth isn't moving at all. So it's time to commit, put an end to the shit. Draw lines in the sand, take sides with the fan with the minds that began. Show lines from the man, realize that the plan is to take all they can. Educate yourself first, then take a stand so you can demand the truth and command the proof in your hands. When nukes on the damn L's, you can remain calm and say you're all wrong. It's a fact that earth is...
Das ist Nacho-Basiswissen, Mann.
Kann ich jetzt essen oder hat mir dann jemand eine...
And for a long period of time, people argued that the Earth was flat, even when the evidence of astronomers and others...
Es gibt Menschen da draußen, die mögen keinen Sprühkäse. Aber wir alle teilen uns nun mal diese blaue Kugel.
The truth is that, you know, people used to joke years and years ago about those who argued that the Earth was flat. Hard scientific, peer-reviewed evidence to the effect that it is, in fact, that the Earth was flat for a period of time, who doesn't somehow feel, if they accept the science. I mean, there's still some folks out there arguing flat Earth, you know, policy.
Which is the stuff that tells you what to do?
How can that be possible?
Hold on to your hats here. It's flat. It's flat.
Thrilled to search the flat earth subject with the world. She has personal experience. She knows of what she speaks. The very idea that we could have scientific opportunity, the biblical power to cure, and yet to have a radical agenda that prevents that from happening is, I think, immoral. Immoral. Has a business side to it, too. You know, we're all talking about how we're going to maintain our competitive edge in the world and be on the forefront of technology and new ideas. And basically, the administration has just said flat Earth society attitudes on science of the Bush administration.
Credible United Nations.
I did a little research.
1492. Imagine the hard time they've given Christopher Columbus. Voices on the right and left are working right now to breathe life into those old flat Earth theories.
For a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. Why would it take this long?
President Obama, the problem.
Donald Trump shouldn't be president.
One of the folks on television said,
Earth is flat.
Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians, Greens, anybody to combat this threat on behalf of our kids. I'm open to all sorts of new ideas. Maybe better ideas. Time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Boom shakalaka! Boom shakalaka! Boom shakalaka!
The tastiest sodas known to man.
I mean, can I invoke this here? Okay, I just found this laying around on the desk.
Where GPS?
Yeah, GPS, good. So this is a typical schoolroom globe, okay? And you want to ask, oh, by the way, how high up does the space station orbit? The space station, authentically a spacefaring vessel. That, if Earth were the size, it would be 1 centimeter. If you poll people and say, where do you think the space station is? They'll stick it out here somewhere. It is 1 centimeter, okay? So, okay, you want to call it space because so I see it not as, oh, we're going into space. No, you're getting a nice view of the Earth, and I don't even know if you're going to see the curvature. I did some calculations, and I'm thinking they're not. 2, 3, at most 5. For me, that number's 3, and that's not unusual. So what gives here? By the way, they wouldn't have to be science teachers. I'm talking about teachers in any subject. And what makes those teachers special is that you could have no interest in the subject going in, and you come out, and it's the most interesting thing you've ever heard in your life.
Talk about the stuff that's been going on.
I'm mad about this country's educational system. You see, there's all kinds of incredible facts that the powers that be have conveniently left out.
Man on the moon.
We copy you down, Eagle.
So I've come here tonight against the government's will to inform you of the facts that have been kept from you.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. Thank you. You're looking good here.
What?
Okay, we're going to be busy for a minute. Right away, Houston. Vector good.
My name is Alan Alden, and I've got a secret. In a nanosecond. We don't have the technology to do that anymore. Destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process. My name is Alan Alda, and I've got a secret.
Once again, that's what I'm doing, those people. I'm editing up on YouTube. How to edit up on YouTube, and that's what
Alright, let's try this out. Here's something I wrote, telling the story.
Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind.
The world she's around. She's flat. Look, King, she's around like the apple. She's flat like the pancake. Pasta fazool. She's around, she's a firm, she's a fully packed. She's around like my head.
Guys, ain't nothing flat about it.
Studio was a pioneering concept that...
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And
I think we'd all agree that photographs can be really powerful.
Okay to think that the Earth is flat.
Flat. I don't think it's spinning for.
Its Total Advanced Deep Clean Toothpaste contains sodium fluoride, while Crest Pro Health Advanced Deep Clean Toothpaste contains their trusty stannous fluoride. Regardless, its Total Advanced Deep Clean Toothpaste contains sodium fluoride, contains their trusty stannous fluoride. Regardless, the best part about finishing a trip to the dentist is the free goodies your dentist gives you. A toothbrush, some floss, and toothpaste. Toothpaste can get interesting because it seems that dentists recommend either Colgate or Crest. And you're probably wondering, What is the difference between the two? Is it just like Coca-Cola versus Pepsi? Does it even matter which brand of toothpaste I use? When it comes to the game of who existed first, Colgate takes the cake.
Trouble can start with trapped food particles that attract decay bacteria, producing decay acids. Colgate with activated Gardol foams as you brush, helps foam away food, decay bacteria, and decay acids.
Initially, Colgate didn't even start as a toothpaste company. William Colgate started his business in 1806, selling starch, soap, and candles in New York City. It wasn't until 1873 the company began selling dental powder in aromatic jars, which contained precipitated carbonate of calcium, carbonate of magnesium, and soap. Meanwhile, Dr. Washington W. Sheffield had created his own dental cream, an early form of toothpaste that his dental clients really liked. His only child, Dr. Lucius T. Sheffield, became inspired while in France when he noticed painters were squeezing paint onto palettes using collapsible tubes. Dr. Sheffield began selling toothpaste in collapsible tubes, and Colgate would soon do the same in 1896 when they produced Colgate's Ribbon Dental Cream. Then, in the 1940s, the Procter & Gamble company, P&G, sought to solve the problem. They wanted to find a key ingredient that, when added to their toothpaste, would help with tooth decay. In the 1950s, Dr. Joseph Muller and his associates developed a formula for toothpaste that contained stannous fluoride, and P&G paid royalties to use the formula. After successful tests, Crest with Fluoristan was launched in 1955. In the year 1960, Crest became the first toothpaste to be certified by the American Dental Association.
Similar tests proved Crest reduces cavities. This statement and seal signify Crest is accepted by the Therapeutics Council of the American Dental Association.
Today, Crest and Colgate are two of the biggest brands of toothpaste in the world, and there are other options too, like Sensodyne for sensitive teeth, Aquafresh, and Arm & Hammer. Generally, toothpaste contains similar ingredient like mints as the flavor, sodium lauryl sulfite as the detergent, and silica as the abrasive. Colgate's Total Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste contains sodium fluoride. Colgate's Total Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste contains sodium fluoride. Colgate's Total Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste contains sodium fluoride. While Crest Pro Health Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste, Colgate's Total Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste contains sodium fluoride. It contains their trusty stannous fluoride. Regardless, while Crest Pro Health Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste contains their trusty stannous fluoride. Regardless.
The brand, each one is marketed as the #1 dentist recommended toothpaste in the world. So, at the end of the day, does it really matter which one you use? Yeah, not really. Furthermore,
its Total Advanced Deep Clean toothpaste contains sodium fluoride. It contains their trusty stannous fluoride.
Make it fluffy. Make it fluffy. Make it fluffy.
The world that she's around. She's flat. Look, she's around like the apple. She's flat like the pancake. She's around, she's a pearl, she's a pudding pack. She's around like my head. But the province of ages of the rulers of gold.
intangible. Get there if you really wanted to. The sun, it's like intangible. You could get there if you really wanted to, but you don't want to. You just won't. Come on back and complain about how things happen. Like they say it, but the sun. Should have joined the military with designs on going into the Air Force so you could join NASA, become an astronaut. 'Cause anyone can be an astronaut. Anyone. Anyone can be an astronaut. Anyone can be an astronaut. The sun, it's like totally tangible. You can get there if you really wanted to.
I like to drive. I used to think I was a pretty good driver. I didn't get a chance to flash shift in the second. I was afraid I'd go through those guys. Anyone could be that irresponsible. This is just...
Yeah, runway 15.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. Mama don't like tattletales. What's your problem? Filmmakers like Jordan.
I mean, it's kind of silly and fun.
They have made us
Nassholes, I call them. Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
You know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet. Keep us to date.
The limits of debate in this country are established before the debate even begins, and everyone else is marginalized and made to seem either to be communist or some sort of disloyal person, a kook, there's a word, and now it's conspiracy. See, they've made that something that should not be even entertained for a minute, that powerful people might get together and have a plan. Doesn't happen. You're a kook. You're a conspiracy buff.
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. And I'm all out of bubble gum.
Choice. The problem is choice.
Today I'm going to show you how silly the globe Earth theory is.
Especially in the New World Order. Say what now, what now?
A new world order.
Say what now, what now? Freemasons run the country. Say what now, what now? These people are bad people. Of course. Yeah, baby. Simples.
To the American people, Professor. I will tell what this world looks like from 10 miles off. I will tell about the stratosphere. The stratosphere is a 6-hour route between New York and Paris.
The world was flat.
When you see that whole hurricane, you're pretty amazed and you start taking pictures and all of that of it, but then you forget that...
Yeah, you forget that you're actually not in a weightless environment. You're actually in a TV studio, because you've just dropped the ball, giving the game away, showing definite direction, up and a down, proving that you're not in a weightless environment. It's destroyed the International Space Station and highlighted harness-loving astrodames for being the clowns that they are.
Do you ever look out across a horizon and just think, world's probably flat, isn't it? Some people do. In 240 BC, some Greek dude named Eratosthenes calculated the circumference of the Earth, thus promptly dispelling a contemporary myth that our world was flat. From then on, everyone knew it was round. Job done, that was the end of it. Except it wasn't. Bizarrely, it wasn't until the 1950s that a fair few people changed their minds about the whole Earth being round thing, with Samuel Shenton. In my own research, I found that flat earthers don't seem to believe in these photos, or space travel as a whole. They believe gravity as a theory is false, objects simply fall. Yep. They also believe that governments fake the shape of the Earth to hide the truth of the Bible and steal money siphoned through non-existent space programs. A shadowy and intricate conspiracy centered on powerful people manipulating the public, and they're nothing new. From the moon landing being fake...
A theory, like gravity, or the shape of the Earth.
So you spin, when you spin pizza dough, it kind of flattens out. Yeah. Gets wider in the middle, and so Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere, it's oblate, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
A little chubbier.
A little chubbier.
Yeah.
Chubby's a good way. It's like pear-shaped. 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 Pear-shaped.
There are just some things in this world you don't want to watch and you don't think you ever have to. I have to review.
Because American people don't want to change, and about a deficit of trillions of dollars, most people's eyes glass over. They can't relate to that. Mistresses, we all perk up.
What about you personally? Let me ask you, be very specific here. What are your feelings on the U.S. electoral system? What do you think of the way it works and functions?
Well, I hope to overthrow the American government and replace it with a freely elected democracy.
Yeah.
I think that'd be best.
Just a pipe dream, I imagine, though, Bill.
Excuse me?
You have been excused.
Inlet, so all those particles are sucked against the filter, and then sometime during the week you can come by with a vacuum cleaner and you can clean all those things up.
You've been going for 13 hours now.
Oh, nothing. We're
must be exhausted.
Hard as nails. And steel springs, that's what we are.
How do you keep your energy up? 13-hour day.
I don't know. I think it's genetic. I have a lot of energy.
Eat Haribos by the bunch load?
No, I don't. I sometimes succumb to flapjacks.